Greetings from the Whole Elephant Institute. Today is December the 29th, 2022. I walk all the way to this corner of the whole open field that I've been coming here to do community outreach for the Whole Elephant Institute projects. I call this open field the community backyard for the Whole Elephant Institute Flushing office. Yeah, this open field is now almost the center stage for this community. For many years, I've been preparing for it. There are two schools here, elementary school, school 21st, and that one is 185, middle school. Public school 185, public school 21. Elementary and middle school. And here is the Whole Elephant Institute backyard. Yeah, the sun is setting right now. The light is shining on that school building, 185. So, come out to this open field and want to make some record of the ongoing progress at the Whole Elephant Institute. The year of 2022 now has reached to the end, and 2023 is around the corner. 2022 is a great year for the Whole Elephant Institute. And so much precious memory about 2022 and all the precious moments I remember from the very, very beginning of the year. The Whole Elephant Institute was presented with challenges, one after another, tests, one after another. And amidst all those challenges, I start to understand something very, very profound. No matter how smart you are, how great you think as a human being in the human world can do, at the most critical moment, the smartest thing to do actually is to surrender yourself to our Creator. That's what I learned. For me, that was a turning point in every regard, because I always believed that I will be able to do this and do that. And I ultimately understand that, we as human beings are all blind. We do not see the truth. And in order to see the truth, you have to elevate. And you have to go beyond the human level. And you need to return to your true home. And that is called, awakening, cultivation, and enlightenment. So, on the journey of cultivation practice, we start to see some truth, but it's also partial truth. It's also basically, a process to recover the true vision. So we cannot be attached to what we understand, the little bit of higher truth. The most important thing for cultivators to remember is that you have a teacher, and that teacher gives you everything, and you shall put all your trust, love, and respect to your teacher. In this whole world, if you want to go home, your true home, if you want to gain your vision, your true vision, if you want to fulfill your life, you must have someone who can lead you. That's why in all cultivation practice, the true ones all emphasize to follow one school all the way. Because if you want to elevate, you basically is on a journey. The journey is going to be arranged by the one who knows all the way. Take you from here to your destination. So once you follow a teacher, and that teacher is the real teacher, the teacher with true ability, true knowledge, once you have found your teacher who really can take you home, then in every regard, all you need to do is to follow the teacher. And do what the teacher tells you do, and do not do things that teacher doesn't want you to do. Whenever you try to, do things, following your own ego, your own notions, or even follow external interferences of all kinds, then you're in big trouble. You will lose your direction. You will get yourself into great danger, and then you will be lost. And then if you cannot find your way back, no matter how your teacher is calling you back, you don't want to listen, then you're finished. Cultivation practice is very, very serious. As a matter of fact, the faith, the total faith, the total loyalty, the total commitment, the diligence, those are all essential for a student. If the student does not work on those qualities and take cultivation as a joke, that is very, very dangerous. sometimes I see some fellow Falun Dafa practitioners. They start to think that they are great. They think that they already know the truth. And they think that other people's truths are not correct. Theirs is correct. They start to put down fellow practitioners sometimes. Some even started to doubt the teacher. Other religious schools also, Christians, many of them, they don't understand Jesus' words. They read the Bible like an ordinary book. They use pencils to mark the book all over the place. They sit on the book. They mix the book with other books. And they claim that they are Christians. And then they walk around and claiming that they will enter Jesus' home. And anybody do not believe their words, they consider that those people are condemned, as if he is Jesus. Not knowing that he doesn't even know who is Jesus. And some of them, they actually was from China. Some of them were from China, and when they were growing up in China, because China is communist. China and all people in China basically must follow CCP according to CCP's order. So they thought they must follow CCP. They believed in the CCP's order, and they made a deadly vow to dedicate their whole life to CCP. And they got totally possessed by this the dark quantum field of communism. And then their body started to degenerate. Their immune system started to degenerate. And they cannot discern what's right or what's wrong. Everything is upside down in their system because their operational mode is a cancerous operational mode. They're not normal cells. They're cancer cells for the human society. That's why those who came from communist China, although they say they are followers of Jesus, they are Christians. They walk around and they recite the Bible, and they consider that they know it all. And then the moment when they meet Falun Dafa practitioners, they actually started to speak some very, very disrespectful words. And when Falun Dafa practitioners ask them, have you quit CCP? They actually consider that nonsense. Some people even say that you Falun Gong practitioners should not go against the Chinese government. Falun Dafa practitioners never go against the Chinese government. So they listen to the CCP government's lies, and they actually consider that Falun Dafa practitioners are doing politics, are doing political movements, and the Falun Dafa practitioners are anti-government, anti-Chinese Communist government. And that's the reason that the Chinese government want to persecute Falun Dafa practitioners. In their heart, they felt that that is correct. The Falun Dafa practitioners should be persecuted by the Chinese government because they are anti-government. See? They believe in lies. And they walk around and not remembering that they, once upon a time, actually made a vow in front of the bloody flag of communism, and stated with their own mouths, with their own gesture of a fist, pointing right towards their eyebrows, and then said that they would give their life to communism and struggle all their life for communism. You see, in the book of Revelation, there was a very important place talk about how the devil actually make the people make deadly vows. And the moment when they make deadly vows, beast's mark is placed onto that person, on the head of that person, right? So in the Revelation, all the true followers of Jesus shall be reminded. And most churches, they don't teach Revelation because the priests don't know what to say about it. The priests, they actually don't understand the Revelation. Who is the beast? What is the deadly vow? You know, those who are marked by the beast's mark, they make a deadly vow. What does it mean? The Christians, they don't understand right now in communist China, all those churches, so-called Christian church, Catholic church, who is controlling those churches in communist China? It's the CCP. It's the devil. So Christians in China, many of them, so-called Christians in China, many of them actually are CCP party members. They have the stamp, the mark of the beast. They made a deadly vow to dedicate their life to communism. They belong to the beast, the devil. They claim that they follow Jesus, but right now, they dedicate their life through the deadly vow to communism. And then, when they heard the persecution of Falun Dafa practitioners, they basically not only do not make a stand for Falun Dafa practitioners, they make a stand for the CCP, the devil. And you think these people, they can enter Jesus' home? Some people went to the churches here in Flushing, and they basically are taught to do all those singing and dancing, rock and roll in the church, hanging a CCP flag in the church too. And when the true Christian pointed out those are not correct, they don't listen, and they kick those true Christians out from the church. They collect the money. They condemn Falun Dafa practitioners and follow the CCP's lies. They call Falun Dafa practitioners, bad names. You see, and they think that they will be able to enter Jesus' home. And some people of this kind, they said that Jesus, as long as they call themselves Christians, all their sins will be washed away by Jesus' blood. Well, I have to say that, sorry, no more. Jesus used his blood and went onto the cross to wash away the sin of those that Jesus wants to save. And those people followed Jesus. And the true followers of Jesus, yes, Jesus used his blood through his sufferings and has allowed those people to be able to live until today. Now, today, Jesus will not be put on the cross again to die for you after over 2,000 years of time for you to do things you must do following your faith in Jesus. But you today are not following Jesus. You are using Jesus. You are hoping to put Jesus on the cross with your sin, and you are finished. No more. Jesus will no more take anybody's sins who after over 2,000 years still cannot wake up, still cannot recognize the truth. Falun Dafa practitioners walking on the earth, clarifying the truth like Jesus, telling people the truth like Jesus, and now being persecuted like Jesus. And the so-called Christians cannot tell. The true Christians can all tell now what's really going on. It's like what has been predicted, and has been written in the revelation of the Bible. This is the time that the final battle has been carried out between the good and evil. And our Creator is already here in the human world. And the messengers of our Creator have been here to do the most important work as predicted as told in the Revelation. And those people with the beast stamp, they are the Chinese Communist Party members. They are the ones who became the Communist Party Youth League members and the young pioneers, so-called. And the messengers of our Creator have been persuading every Chinese to make a stand for good and to say no to the devil, the red devil, CCP, and to provide an opportunity of salvation, which is to let those who made a deadly vow to openly renounce their association with the three key organizations of CCP: the CCP Party, the CCP Youth League, and the CCP Young Pioneer. That's called the three quits, 三退. Three important books came out since 2004. The first one, 9 commentaries on Communist Party, started the three quits, the modern exodus. That's a modern exodus. The enslaved Communist China, Chinese people, they, through renouncing their association with the three evil organizations of Chinese Communist Party, CCP, they returned to the embracement of our Creator. Then the second book came out called The Ulterior Motive of Communism. Then the third book came out called How the Communist Evil Spectre has been ruling our world. These three books very thoroughly clarified what is communism, what is Chinese Communist Party, what the Chinese Communist Party truly has been doing to the Chinese people, and what is really going on in the entire world right now, the human world, regarding how communism has been penetrating into all social fields and destroying everything in the human world. All traditional Chinese culture, all Western divine culture, all our schools, universities, government. So communism has been ruling our entire world. When people start to believe in atheism, evolution theories, blind faith towards empirical modern science, and forget about our true origin as the masterpieces of our Creator. And what to do? The Christians totally lost and still thinking that they're waiting for Jesus to show up in the sky one day and then take them into the paradise that they envision, which contains all the humanly enjoyment items they understand. But a heavenly paradise doesn't have any filthy stuff as we have here in the human world. If your mind is filled with desires and lust and jealousy and competitiveness, competitive mentality and arrogance and hate and anger, how you can enter the paradise? It's impossible. Paradise is a place that is free from all those human dirt, human quality, human, features. And it is a place only for those who conform to the requirement of the heaven, the paradise. The spirit has to be elevated all the way to that high level. The body needs to be purified to that level of purity with high energy. And the mind has to be the divine mind, not the human mind. And if you don't work on it when you are here in the human world through cultivation practice, how are you going to be able to enter a place like that? You cannot even stay there for 1 second because it will be so painful for you to stay there because you are too low. Your energy is so low. There's absolutely no possibility that you enter the sun and enjoy the brightness of the sunlight inside of the sun, right? Can you do that? No. Why you cannot do that? Because you're human. How are you going to be able to do that? You're going to have a body that actually can endure the high energy there, right? Otherwise, you turn into nothingness under the light of the brightness of the paradise. So that's why human, religious practices right now, if it's only stayed at the surface of the formality, then it is only deceiving yourself. True cultivation is true science. It's so serious, and no mistake can be made. Your entire system needs to be elevated. mind, body, and spirit, and energy upgrading, operational mode upgrading every step along the way. Multidimensional universe change. Almost a new universe is being formed during the cultivation practice of Falun Dafa for each practitioner. Can a human make a new universe by just moving some hands and legs and reading a book on the surface and don't follow the book and do true cultivation and truly trust the teacher to do everything for you? You don't respect the teacher. You don't even know that what the teacher is talking about. You use your own imagination of human notions and claim yourself a Falun Dafa practitioner. And you, in the same time, you continue to be your old self, want this, want that, secretly cannot let go of all your sentimental love, all your pursuits in the human world, name and profit and sentimental love. You cannot let go, but you like the comfort of being able to meditate and enjoying the transient tranquility and the peace and the transient health, that you obtained through doing some exercises. And you don't read the book. If you do read the book, your mind is thinking about all kinds of other things in the human world. You go on the street and you pretend that you are really a Falun Dafa practitioner wearing the yellow T-shirt. Okay. Doing certain activities that you call Falun Dafa activities, and you walk around and preach truthfulness, compassion, forbearance to people, and you think that you are a Falun Dafa practitioner, but you are not really respecting the teacher. You are not really following the teacher's guidance. You are putting out something for your own decoration, justification, and one day you encounter a challenge and you start to have some issues in your body, and you think it is cancer, and you got all scared. You go to the hospital, you get the chemo, radiation, surgery, and you still pray the teacher will save your life. But ultimately nothing happened. You start to lose faith. You start to think that it's all non-existent regarding Falun Dafa teachings. Then you walk around and you say, Falun Dafa teachings is not real because I had cancer and the teacher didn't come to save me, right? And those are what happens among the so-called Falun Dafa practitioners who actually got transformed. In the Western world, there are many. Inside of China, usually the practitioner started to be arrested, tortured, brainwashed, and then the practitioner cannot let go of the human world stuff, and they sign the so-called repentant statement. They follow the CCP officers, police officers' instruction to put their name down on a piece of paper that indicated they would never believe in Falun Dafa anymore. They defame Falun Dafa teacher. So there are some modern, cultivators who fail terribly. So the Christians, the Buddhists, the Jewish people, many of them also have that problem. They think that they are, the Jewish people, but they don't follow the Jewish teachings. Yeah. Here we go. Today, on the 29th of 2022, just want to put down these thoughts and say, without truly understand how to cultivate and the Christians, the Buddhists, the Jewish people, many other religions of all kinds of names, including some Falun Dafa practitioners who only take the name, don't put into true practice. It is time, really, to understand and seek the truth and make a difference. Yeah. Otherwise, still, nothing changed. And no salvation will be given to those who claim by the name, but not by true practice as cultivators.